which allowed us to hold public events like this. But we remain guarded. That's why we still wear our masks. Somehow we do some social distancing. So we still have to be careful. Today, so this is the first meeting of the bloggers, Filipino bloggers in Thailand. And when I was asked by my ambassador to come here to give a message, I have to do some reflection because I'm not too familiar. I mean, I'm generally familiar what bloggers do, but for a big crowd like this, I'm not too familiar about what exactly you're doing here in Thailand as a blogger. Are you promoting Philippines here in Thailand? Are you promoting Thailand in the Philippines? Anyway, we'll find out. Maybe it works both ways. No? Technology really dramatically changed our lives, no, for so many years. When I was based in Osaka, for example, our clients at the consulate, because our normal mode of communicating with our clients is through email, no? And I think email is already advanced, no? More or less. But people do not want to communicate through email. They want to communicate through Facebook instead. So what I'm saying is that social media and the accompanying technology is changing the way we work, you know, the way we get entertained, you know, in so many aspects of our lives. You know. And it also gives us a platform to be able to directly communicate with our clients. And it works both ways. In my line of work, for example, being at the embassy, social media is also changing the way diplomacy is being conducted, because in Twitter and Facebook, leaders sometimes negotiate through the social media. So social media has brought people much closer together, being able to communicate directly and more informally. And so I guess that's why bloggers are called media influencers, because they're able to influence and form, you know, people's views on just about anything. You know? But of course, people who are actively involved in social media, depending, of course, on the kind of advocacy that they have. No? There's some level of accountability needed. No? You have to be truthful. Globally, there's a problem of fake news, not only in the Philippines, but globally, that's a problem. And the spread of fake news can sometimes influence people's views, no? Particularly political views. No? But perhaps there's a greater degree of accountability on that aspect. No? But on the other kinds of work in social media and promoting food, for example, tourism, there's still a certain level of accountability needed. No? You have to be very truthful. Now, there are bloggers who are based overseas, outside the country. And so it's easy to promote the country when you are in the country. You talk about the different beautiful places in the Philippines for tourism purposes. The food in the Philippines, the culture. But so I look forward to the discussions later on, because for me, as far as I'm concerned, being part of the government, the most important concern is how do you define your role as bloggers based overseas? How do you define your role in promoting the Philippines as a tourism destination, as an investment destination, and how do you generally create a positive image of the country. That to me is what is most important. Of course, each of you, uh, you have your own advocacies or specialties in blogging. But bear in